All right, Buck, how excited are you about the Rule 5 draft? How much fun is that?
Good. It's been a great resource for us. We got Ryan Flaherty and McFarland, and of course Garcia last year. But we're not going to take somebody just for the economic benefits of it. We're bouncing around up there, but it's a great way to acquire players and stock your system.
I know that you're looking for pitching on the free agent market, trade market, whatever, but let's talk about from within. What can the pitching staff do to improve? Namely, let's start with Chris Tillman. What would you like to see from him to be more consistent?
Well, they've already started, Mel. It's been, Miguel and him and, Baldo. I know that, and of course Kevin Gosman. We know it's there, and it kind of snowballed on them last year, and I think they're very quietly carried a real burn this offseason about getting back to form. And sometimes I think instead of coveting everybody else's pitchers, if ours will get a little better or back to what they're capable of, we're going to be fine. And that's why we want to develop our own pitchers and build from the back sometimes instead of the front of a rotation.
Was Miguel Gonzalez pitching injured last year? Will that help to have a healthy Miguel?
I wouldn't say he was injured. It's just, when you got that in your mind, is that going to hurt? Is that going to hurt? And we took more than enough time getting him healthy, and he knows that. It's just, it really was frustrating for him because one of his goals was to pitch 200 innings last year. I know he's already started, and Miguel's a guy that's easy to trust. He's going to be ready. It's just, I think he's got a good year ahead of him.
What's on the tap for Ubaldo Jimenez next year? What can you
Well, right now he's getting married, and he's over and finishing off that, and we're happy for him and his wife. And Ubaldo very quietly had about as consistent a year as any of our guys, and there's even another level he can go to, and I think he's established himself as a guy we can count on to post up every fifth day.
And what can you expect from Kevin Gosman?
Oh, every once in a while in the back of your head, you're laying there in bed thinking something that might really ready to jump to another level. He's got a lot of things behind him that you look for in a resume of a young pitcher that's getting ready to make a step forward in his contributions, and Kevin's one of those guys.
What's left to add to this rush? I mean, I realize we got a couple of outfielders. Anything else?
Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time. My job, the 39 people we have on the roster, and probably 40 after tomorrow. Dan and I beat that around every day, and about out there, and our ability to say no to things is as important as the ability to say yes. And we've had great support from our ownership about anything we're doing, and we've got plenty of resources to compete with those other teams that we won't name right now that everybody knows.
And like the number one question in Baltimore, what about Chris Davis? Are you nervously waiting like everybody else?
No, not at all. Nervously, no. He's got to make a decision how much is enough, and we will be fine with him, and we will I guarantee you, a guy like Trey Mancini and Christian Walker hoping he doesn't come back in some ways, but Steve Pearce is still there on the horizon for us, and we're ready to go a lot of different ways. Some we've already prepared for in the Trumbo trade.
Yeah, and Walker and Mancini about ready to make the big league?
I tell you what, we're excited about those two guys, and I don't know if anybody in minor league baseball had comparable overall numbers that Trey Mancini had last year.
All right, thank you very much, Buck.
Okay, thank you.